Today, let's make a simple Phirni so that we can enjoy this festive season. So let's get cooking and not waste any time. So for the Phirni, we need a liter of milk. We need 8 tablespoons of sugar. We need 4 tablespoons of rice soaked and ground into a coarse powder. We need some blanched almonds, some elaichi powder and kesher for garnish, and some pistachios which have been coarsely ground as well. So let's get to making the Phirni, and I have started with boiling the milk first. So you have to boil the milk for about 5 to 10 minutes. So you need to get the milk boiling completely, and after about 10 minutes I'm going to add the ground rice to the milk slowly. I'm not going to add it together but slowly. So spoon by spoon, I'm going to start with 3 spoons first, and I'm going to make sure that there are no lumps. So let me just switch to a whisk now, so it just becomes a little easier for me. Make sure you keep your flame low, and you have to constantly stir this and scrape the sides of the pan. And remember that you're supposed to use whole milk for this, full cream milk, and preferably a non-stick pan, so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So now that the rice is mixed completely, I'm going to put the rest. I'm doing 2 spoons every minute, and just whisk this well so that there are no lumps, because the rice will tend to form lumps. So this rice I have soaked for about 2 hours. I've taken basmati rice, and I have drained the rice on a cloth, and I have ground it into a coarse powder in the mixie. And now let's wait for it to completely boil, and at this point you don't want to stop stirring. You have to constantly stir the Phirni, and this will keep getting thicker and thicker by the minute. Keep stirring the milk in intervals and keep the flame on medium-low, and also remember to scrape the sides of the pan so that there is no residue left on the sides and it doesn't burn. And what is there on the sides is the cream that gets a little solid, so keep scraping it and make sure you're stirring it continuously. As you can see, the grains of the rice, so you're not supposed to grind the rice into a powder. Remember that you have to leave it a bit coarse. So this is how you will see it on your spoon. And now it's getting a bit thicker. I can't stop stirring this, so just make sure you're constantly stirring this. As you can see, it's nice and thick, and the rice, the coarse rice, you can see has turned transparent, so that's a good sign that it's cooked. And at this point I will add my almonds now, because I want them to cook along with the Phirni. Now is the time for you to add the sugar, and make sure you're constantly stirring this. I'll add a bit of pistachios now, and I'll reserve some for the garnish. So I'm just adding half of it at least, and I will also reserve the kesher, but I'm adding a few strands now so that the Phirni becomes nice and yellow color. So make sure you're constantly stirring this, and my flame is low right now. So you want this to thicken up, but you don't want this to become so thick, because this is generally had cold. So once I set it in the refrigerator, it's going to become nice and pudding like. So make sure you're not over cooking this Phirni at all. So now the sugar is going to melt, and this is going to become a little liquidy again. So just cook it for another 5 to 6 minutes after you add the sugar, and then it's good to switch off the flame. We have switched off the flame, and you can see that it's become nice and thick. So now is the time to add the elaichi powder. This is about a teaspoon, and just give it a good shake. So at this point, your Phirni is completely at a neutral stage. You can flavor this with mango pulp, you can flavor this with chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever flavor you want to. So go ahead and experiment and make this. And now let's play this. Finished this yummy Phirni in a jiffy. Enjoy this chill dessert during this festive month, and let me know how you like it. Keep watching Thinking Palette for more such recipes. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.